I'm going to play against Alara, or in Alara, playing plane of Alara, as it says right there. Sorry if I'm quite quiet, or if I don't, like, if I cough or anything, it's going to be a bit annoying, because I'm just not feeling very well. I'm recording this merely because I want to keep my updates going, I want to keep uploads, I want to keep my uploads going, I want to keep doing this, and if I miss a week, then the motivation is gone, and I'll miss another week, and then I'll miss another week, and it will ruin the whole schedule, which is pretty much what happened when I didn't do strategy Saturdays, because terrible internet and half-hour episodes don't work, which is why I started doing this and the Maple Story one, because I can do shorter episodes of those and just kind of do a long story in short episodes. But yeah, so I'm going to be playing my favourite deck, which I've unlocked all the cards for. It's the White Angel and Human deck, as opposed to the White Aura deck, which I might do another video on, but I will play against the Dragon deck that you saw me play last video before, one of those. So I'll get straight into the battle and just kind of talk through strategy and what I'm going to do. Yeah, little intro description. I have 2 mana. With 2 mana I can summon both Champions of the Parish, which are awesome, Selfless Cathar, which is also good, and Unruly Mob. So I'll have 4 humans out. That is a good starting hand, and I've got some life gain if I get more mana. So they get to go first. Let's start with the mountain. It's fairly obvious. I'm going to play that. I'll play one of the Champions of the Parish. The good thing about Champions of the Parish is whenever you play another human, you get a +1/+1 counter on it. So we're playing him first. When I then play those 2 next turn, he will get +2/+2, and this one will get +1/+1 from playing Selfless Cathar. There's only 2 red goblins. Yeah, that's fairly simple. They don't have haste, so I should be fine with it. So I'll then use that, which buffs this Champion of the Parish. So he's now a 2/2, can take out any of those goblins. I play Selfless Cathar with my other mana, which gives them both another +1/+1. So I have enough defense to take care of the goblins. By attacking I'll probably deal more damage, so I'll actually swing out fairly early here. Which the good thing with white decks and mono red decks is you can have quite a lot of cheap summons and you can do early damage, which could make this quite a small, short game. But if it does end up being a short game, I might leave it at that and just let that be. I'll play Unruly Mob, which will give both of these another +1. Yeah. I'm going to move my mic away from my mouth for a second. Hopefully that wasn't too loud. But there we go. Where was I? I'll swing out with both of those, because although I'm leaving myself with pretty much no defense, I'd rather deal 7 damage than take 2. It's a better advantage. So I dealt 3 damage and they can only deal me 1. But I would be perfectly happy with sacrificing this little guy. It doesn't play that rule because I wouldn't be spending the mana on it, but it will give +1/+1 to chap thingy. I can gain 7 life. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to sacrifice that, which gives a +1 to him because a human died, and it gives +1/+1 to everything else. to deal as much damage as possible. He's probably going to block unruly mob, yep. So they kill each other. He's left with no creatures, and I've got 7 damage on the table. I'm fairly certain I've won this. He plays another, but it can't devour anything, which is the dragon's like main rule. So it's just a 2-2. It's fairly useless. But now I've got a bunch of mana with nothing to spend it on, so let's gain 7 life. And swing it with both. Fairly certain I've won next turn, because there's nothing you can really do about it. And that is why Champion of the Parishes are ridiculous. They are part of, this is a relevant symbol because that's just for this game, but they're part of Innistrad. The Everseen Restored block, either Innistrad Dark Ascension or Everseen Restored. I'm fairly certain that they are Innistrad creatures. I can now summon either of these angels. For another non-spirit creature dies, put a 1/1 white spirit creature token with flying onto the battlefield. So that summon spirits when I sacrifice creatures. This is Flying Vigilant. When it enters the battlefield, return to your hand all cards from your graveyard that were put there from the battlefield this turn. So that's better to do later on. So I will continue. Though I've won this anyway, so swing that with both and I win. I should have just played it anyway. So he blocks 4 damage, takes 3, and I win. Victory to the deck with the strongest amount of things. So yeah. So that was me beating the boss of the Alara zone. I don't know whether I should go back and play all of it, or whether I should just keep with the multiplayer stuff, but this was a kind of last minute thing, and so I ended up just kind of playing on my own, because everyone else is busy and whatnot, and I'm sat here being ill, so yeah. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Don't judge my commentary on this alone, and try and watch some of my other stuff. If you didn't enjoy this episode, you might as well comment something. I'm not going to force you to comment, because quite a lot of videos I watch and don't comment, but there you go. Sorry about the short episode, and I'll see you next time for more Magic the Gathering 2014 game. Goodbye.